Good morning, everyone. It's market day. If you're ready for a market shout, hooray, hooray. If you're ready for a market shout, hooray, hooray. If you're ready for a market and you know your items slay, if you're ready for a market shout, hooray, hooray. Sorry, my mother of toddlers popped in, but it's market day. Super excited. Let's just get into the video. Okay, so today's video is going to be a little bit different because last night I had this feeling that I was forgetting to do something, and I remembered what I forgot to do, and I forgot to show you guys all the items that I'm bringing to my market. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull it up on my tablet, and then I'll just insert pictures over here so that you guys can see the item. And let me know if you like this format better or if you like the format better in my previous video, or if you don't really care. Either way. So let me get my tablet, and we're gonna go through these relatively quickly because they've actually opened their doors early today, which that's not great. Hang on. Okay, well now my tablet's not working, so I don't know what to do. So what we'll probably have to do is I'm just gonna go in and get set up. Wait. I don't know. I'll probably go in and get set up, and then I'll just kind of have to show you guys the stuff as I'm there because this is not working. So that is probably what will have to be done. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna have to go. So I'm gonna go in, get checked in, and start getting set up and see if we can get my tablet to work. Because if my tablet's not gonna work, then I have to use my phone, which I'm recording with, to do all of my points of sales for the market today. So let's see what happens. Well, we're off to an interesting start, but that's okay. We're gonna have a great day regardless because I said so. We're gonna have a great day. So anyways, I'm gonna go get checked in. Okay guys, I am all set up. It has been insanely humid and hot, so I don't even know why I curled my hair this morning. It was just a waste of time because it's just gonna be up in a ponytail all day. But I have everything set up nicely on my tables. Super excited about it, and I've got a lot of interest already. There's another woman who is doing crochet. She came over and was talking to me, and she's like, you know what? We have like completely different things. Like, this is going to be great. We're just totally different. So I always like it whenever, we're different from other crocheters, so that people, we're not, there's not too much competition, but there's little competition. So, but another thing, since it's so hot, like, get one of these fans. I got this fan at the Dollar Tree for like $1.25, and oh my gosh, like, it has been a lifesaver. So anyways, but I'll keep you guys posted with how things go through this event. Okay, it is 10:13 and it opened at 10, and I've already sold two of my Triceratops. I sold a blue one, which I don't have any more blue ones, and I sold a yellow one. So already got 2 sales. So super excited. Just keep them coming. Hi, welcome back. We are back in the comfort of my own home, which I'm very grateful for. This last market was something. It was something. I just had so many issues with my cameras and with my checkout and tablet, and there were also issues kind of at the event. So I'm going to talk about all these things. And while I talk about it, I'm going to have some pictures popping up, hopefully, already right now. You'll see some of the items that I priced, that I brought. And I'm going to go through all the items that didn't sell first. And then at the end, we'll be able to see all the items that did sell. So let's get into it. So you saw that once I got there, I was trying to show you guys all of my items, but I was having such a hard time loading up my tablet, and it was just being a pain. So I went in, I got checked in, and whenever I walked into the school, there was a few people, I guess, kind of trying to get ready, putting up the signs or something. And I was like, is this where I check in? And she's like, oh, we really don't have a check-in area. I was like, okay, well, where do I need to go? And they just seemed a little bit disorganized. And I would understand if this was like the first time doing this event, but this was not their first time. This was one that had happened in years past, has happened in years past, and they just seemed very unorganized about it. And so she eventually was able to find a map and look up where I was supposed to be. And so I went to my spot and was setting up, and there were a lot of volunteers there to help carry things in, so very grateful for them. We only had to do it in three trips. It took me 3 trips. The first 2 I did by myself, and then the last one they all helped take the rest of the stuff in for me, so I'm super grateful for them. But I got set up and I was trying to do the tablet again, but I could not get it to work. And so at that point I was thinking, well, I guess I'm gonna have to be using my phone to do all of my checkouts on my phone, and you know, that's just what's gonna happen. But I overheard someone down the hallway from me kind of talk about like getting onto the Wi-Fi to do their sales. And so I went over to her. I was like, hey, did you get this to work on your tablet or whatnot? And she's like, no, I was having problems with it. They gave me this sheet, but it's not working for me. I can't log in. And so I was like, you got a piece of paper? And she's like, yeah, I got a piece of paper with a map of where I was supposed to go and all this other information, and I didn't get that. And she was there before me. I was like, okay, well, do you mind if I see it? And she showed it to me, and we were both able to figure out how to get onto the Wi-Fi with our tablets. So teamwork there. We were able to figure that out. So grateful that I was able to use my tablet for the point of sales. So we got all that worked out, and then I started to try and get my camera set up, and I was having such a hard time with my camera. It just kept falling over, and it wouldn't stay on the base or the whatever it holds on to. I was using a different setup than I have going on right now, and it kept falling over. And so I didn't take as much video at the market as I would have liked, because like I said, I would hold up the stand and my camera just kept on falling off. It was absolutely ridiculous. And after, you know, my camera or my phone was hitting the floor, I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm not gonna break my phone. I can't afford that right now. So that was something. And it was such a slow event. It was so slow. There weren't that many people that came through, and I think it was a scheduling conflict, because across the street from the front of the school was a baseball diamond, and there was tournaments going on all day long. And so I think they thought that, you know, people would come over from the baseball tournaments and kind of look around. But honestly, I only saw like maybe 5 families that came from across the street. They were all in their baseball uniforms, and there just wasn't that many people. I just think that there was just too many tournaments and back-to-back games that were going on at this huge baseball diamond, that we just didn't get that many people coming over from there. And then they had some of the students like stand outside the front of the school holding up like signs for people who were passing by. So to me, that kind of seems like maybe it wasn't advertised very well. I mean, they said they put it up on their Facebook page, and I don't know, it just seemed like maybe this wasn't advertised very well. And that's one of the things that I kind of look at whenever I am coming into an event, is I look at their signs. And if their signs look good and kind of, I don't want to say professional, but nice looking, because like you can do homemade signs that look really nice, but these ones kind of looked, I don't know, it just didn't look all that great. But so it was just a super slow event. I felt really, really bad for the people that were next to me. Like, I don't even think they made their booth fee, One of them I know didn't sell a single thing, and it was like permanent jewelry. And I know permanent jewelry is super popular. Like at all the events that I've been to previously, they've had like lines of people wanting to get, you know, bracelets and anklets and whatnot. And she didn't sell a single thing. I felt really, really bad for her. And then the other person next to me was popcorn. She didn't really have that many sales either. And the booth fee for this event, it was like $50. It was not a lot. And I felt really bad that they did not make their booth fee. The people that were doing the permanent jewelry, they said like it would have been easier just to like donate that $50 to like charity than to come and sit and do nothing. So I felt really bad for them. I mean, I was very fortunate. I was able to make a good amount for how slow it was. But I am still a little bit disappointed that I didn't make as much as I was hoping for, because like I said in my market prep video, I need to start making a lot more at these markets, or I'm not going to be able to continue to do this. It's just not going to work with the family responsibilities and, you know, money that goes into, you know, with me and my husband and our kids. It's not going to work. So I need to be making a lot more at these markets. But one of the things that did happen was there was a gentleman there who recognized me from one of my markets last year that I went to. He was one of the coordinators at the market that I went to last year, and he asked me if I was going to come to the market this year. And I remembered that market. That market I didn't do so hot at. And I think it was actually my first video here on YouTube. It was raining, and it was, I don't think I didn't make that much money at that market. And so I didn't say that I wasn't going to do it because I didn't make enough money. Because last year it was like super rainy, and I was still relatively new at this and setting up and, you know, being confident in my pricing and prices. So I didn't flat out say no. I was going to think about it, see what the booth fee is going to be, and just see, you know, if there's something other, if there's like another event that's happening around that same time that I think that I might be a little bit more successful at, then I might go and do that event. But I mean, it did make me feel good that he recognized me. He recognized my work and said that, you know, he really enjoyed it and said that it looked good and all my stuff is really nice looking, and he would like to have me at this market. But I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. But anyways, let's get into all the things that I did sell. And like I said, I did do okay. I did make the amount back and then some. But like I said, it just wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. And there were 2 other crocheters besides myself that were there. But again, like I said at the beginning, we all had very different things. There were a few things that we had the same, like we had the Triceratops the same. We had some of the Mushroom Boys the same. But a lot of it was we were using different yarns, different pricing, and, you know, it was good. It was good that we were all different. Anyways, so let's get into it. The very first thing so the booth fee was $50. Let's start there. It was a $50 booth fee, and then they also had, you can buy lunch, and so it was $10 for lunch. So I just put $60 as the booth fee. The gas to get there and back home was $6. And then let's get into everything that I sold. So you saw that I sold a blue Triceratops for $10, and then I sold a yellow Triceratops for $10. Then I sold the small pink elephant for $15. I sold the pink flat stingray for $15, and then they also gave me a little bit of a tip on there, so that came to $17.25. Super grateful for the tip. It wasn't necessary. You don't have to tip for completed products, but it's always nice when people kind of leave a tip. Then I sold the Bulbasaur and a purple stingray, all for $80. I knew I should have made another Bulbasaur, but I didn't. So for this next market that's coming up, I'm definitely going to have at least 2 Bulbasaurs. Then the small giraffe and the hedgehog was all on the same ticket for $45. I sold the other purple stingray and a backpack buddy for $7. Or the backpack buddy was $7 and the purple stingray, so all of that was $22. Sorry. Then I sold the pink extra large Triceratops and the small backpack buddy for $5. It was just a small Triceratops, and so all that was $20. Then a woman came and bought the medium Snorlax and the small Pikachu, all on the same ticket, so that was $75. I sold another backpack buddy for $7. The gray stingray sold for $15. Then the chubby panda at $20. Then my extra large Snorlax was $60. One of the small little baby Yodas sold for $10. A $10 penguin. The $15 jellyfish, and this one was the blue teal one with the blue and white stingers. Then someone bought 2 backpack buddies. It was, both of them were $7. My small little penguin backpack buddy and my jellyfish one for $14. Then that sloth, I forgot to take a picture of him because he was actually under the table because I didn't have room to put him up at that point. But I sold the sloth that I made in my market prep one. I had this family come back and they were like, hey, do you have any sloth? And I was like, yes, I do. I pulled him up from under the table. I was like, he's $15. And so they bought that. And this was also a really wonderful girl who's learning how to crochet. And so I was kind of giving her some tips and tricks on, you know, how to crochet. And I just, super wonderful family. Then I sold, okay, at this point, it's like 3 o'clock and the market is supposed to go till 4, but a lot of people ducked out early. They did not stay for the whole time. I think people started leaving at like 2 o'clock, and the organizers, like, they didn't even feel mad about them leaving because they felt so bad that there just wasn't as good of a turnout as in years past. And one of the students was like, why are they leaving? And the event was like, well, if they're not making any money, they're just like wasting away their day here. And, you know, so they leave and then they get mad at us because they've wasted their day and they didn't make any money and no one's come through. So anyways, I've said this before, I'm all kinds of stubborn, and so I stay until like the very last possible moment. And come like 3:20, 3:30, I was the last person pretty much there. There was a few other people that were still kind of tearing down, and I'll show you a picture of me on my row. I was the last one. Like, that row used to be full of people, and I was the last one still set up and still waiting, because there were some people that were other vendors that said that they would pop by after the event and take a look. So I was waiting. I mean, if they came, that would have been absolutely wonderful. If they didn't, you know, that's okay. But I still was there and had the opportunity. So come 3:30, I was like, okay, I'm gonna call it, because everyone else was pretty much set up and gone. Like, the students were helping the other vendors carry out their stuff. I was like, okay, I'm gonna call it. So I start putting everything in my buckets, and these 3 students who had signed up to help tear down the event came over and was like, is there anything that you're looking for? Because I still had stuff up and stuff in the buckets. And they're like, well, do you have anything that's like $10 items? I was like, yeah, I do. And so I start pulling out some of my $10 items, and I got quite a few more sales. After that, I sold a Seafoam Triceratops for $10. I sold a coral squid for $10. And then this one girl, she bought an orange Triceratops and a purple worry whale for $20 total. And then one of the girls bought a $15, the red mushroom boy. So at the very last part of that market, I got 40, 55 more dollars. So super grateful for those girls. So all in all, I got $515.25 because of the tip. And then if we take away the booth fee and all the other expenses and card fees and sales tax, my gross profit was $394.77. So like I said, not that great, but like I think I did a lot better than other people. Even some of the other crocheters that were there, I think I did a little bit better than they did. And I feel really bad for the event organizers, because I'm sure that, you know, this was just not expected that it would be this slow. And I mean, I don't know how to fix that. Just better advertising, or, I mean, this was a free event too, so I have no idea why, like, no one came. I guess it was just advertising. But anyways, I'm super grateful for that. I was able to make, it's not the end of the world, because I do have a market in like 3 weeks. And so not selling a ton of stuff means I don't have to prepare a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe this next market will be really, really well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But I'm super grateful for all the sales that I did get, and I was able to give my card out and, you know, make some connections with people. And so I'm really grateful for that. I am so grateful for that. But anyways, that is everything that happened at this market. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if there's something that you want to see or a question that you want to ask. I read every comment and I respond to all of my comments. So thank you guys so much for your love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.